talking about defending yourself in the context of homicide, genocide, attacks, all kinds of colorful things. So let us see how it goes and if this channel gets banned, but I'm going to do it anyway. So let us see. Hello. Let's see how this goes. I'll be waiting for some people. We're going to talk about a very interesting movie called The Kashmir Files, which I saw and is gaining a lot of buzz in India. And I presume it is good enough to gain buzz online. So let's see how that works. Uh, Waiting. I'll wait for another few people. 10-15 seconds. Hello, Anil. How are you doing? Let's go. One. Good evening. All right, shall we start? Let's go. Hi. So, I saw this movie called The Kashmir Files. Okay, very interesting movie. It's about Kashmir is a place in the north of India, the extreme north, like the top, literally the head of India, right? And apparently, some in the 1990s, some Muslim terrorists, lots of Muslim, like basically a large number of the amount of the population there of Muslims threw out the Hindus at that point of time. And not only threw them out, there was a genocide, there was an exodus, there was a whole bunch of things for things that happened at that point of time. Now some say it is propaganda, some say it is not. That is their problem. But basically this happened, and the story was basically about the people who got who were thrown out or who were killed, etc. It was their story. They were talking about their lives and how sad it was, etc., etc. And somewhere, at some deep level, they were extremely proud that they did not defend themselves. They were extremely proud that they did not pick up weapons. They were extremely proud that they were docile. And I was like, what? This is not something to be proud of. Okay, even the Jews, they were extremely proud for 4,000 years that we don't do anything. We are good people. Okay, but can't you see the signs around you? Don't you realize that something is going wrong, that something would go crazy? Okay, so I am here to talk about defending yourself, how you can defend yourself as a person, how you can defend yourself as a community. Okay, because real problems only arise from unawareness. And when you are unaware that an entire gang of people, an entire religion, an entire population is out to kill you, whoever you are, it does not matter, whoever, whatever religion, I don't care about religion. Okay, if they're out to kill you for whatever reason, you have to realize that you have to do something about it. You cannot sit and wait for the UN to come. The UN is the most useless organization. Okay, you cannot wait for another big fish to come. So let's talk about this. Okay, let's talk about how to defend yourself, right? Now, firstly, when there is a buzz against you, right, there are only three things you can do. One is run, okay, fight or die, right? If you choose to stay and die, don't complain. Okay, if you see it rising, if you want to run, but run fast. And number three, the best thing to do, the best thing you can do is fight, train. Okay, if you want to stay there, fight and train and get ready for war, because there's nothing wrong in getting ready for the worst. Why not? As someone said, you'd rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. Okay, so use your brains. Just look at these things. Now, how does one prepare? Okay, I'm going to give you proper, like, real suggestions. Firstly, assume the worst. Okay, assume that someone's going to come into your house, take everything you own, burn your degree. Okay, the government is going to go down. Everything, and they're going to kill your entire family. Everything. Think of all these things, all these possibilities. Okay. Number two, start training yourself. Train yourself with various weapons. Train yourself in martial arts, right? How running, negotiating, weapons, logistics, all these things. Learn how these things work. Learn how conflict works. We are so proud that we do not understand conflict. We are so proud that, oh, I'm peaceful, that we just don't look at life. Life is conflict. If you're weak, people will come for you eventually. So just look at that. Number three. Okay. No, number four, sorry. Train in innovation, right? When you after you've trained for situations, right? You always should train for innovation and be innovative. For example, let's look at Jack Reacher or Bahubali, for example. These two they are battle experts. They look at a battlefield and they see all the weapons on it. They see all the ways to trump an enemy, how to trip an enemy, how to blind the enemy, how to drown the enemy. All these, the whole world is a battlefield. Make it your battlefield, train yourself for it. And most importantly, you must keep abreast of all the events that are happening around you. Okay, look at the world continuously, analyze the world continuously, and realize when somebody is coming for you, especially if you want to defend yourself. This is the most important. Information is paramount in this case. Okay, now when people are proud of how docile they are, or people say I want to be peaceful, and they don't have any strength, they have zero strength, right? It is such a sad reality because no one takes you seriously. When a mouse says I'm not going to hurt you, okay, will you take it seriously? You're a mouse, bro. But when an elephant says that I am not going to hurt you, you will take it seriously. Then you will respect its peace. Similarly, be an elephant, be ready for war, be that big. And I don't mean by strength, I don't mean by size, I just mean by intensity. When you're ready for war, when your brain is ready for war, you don't need brawn. Okay. Now, why should you do this? What are the advantages of this? Let's assume that you are training, okay, and nothing ever happens. Okay, the chances are, firstly, because you've trained, nothing has ever happened, right? Because you become so confident. Number one, you become so confident, you become so clear about yourself that you can take on any situation, that even the smaller situations you can take on, right? If there is a small awkward situation, or somebody is fighting somebody, or if you gain so much confidence. So number one, you gain confidence. Secondly, you can take on smaller issues. Okay, your reflexes, your deduction, okay, all situations, all these things you can easily look at and say, I got it, I'm fine, don't worry. But why is that? Because you have imagined the worst, and not only that, you've trained for the worst. And number three, most importantly, it keeps you sharp. Okay, it keeps you on the ball all the time. Okay, especially if you want to survive. If you don't want to survive, if you don't care about your home, if you don't have any attachments, that's good. I'm like that. I don't want to survive, but I'm still trained for it. Why not? For me, it's entertainment. It's like that. You must train for it as an entertainment. Change your worldview on bad things happening to you. Do not assume that it is going to happen to someone else, because believe me, with the climate change, with unemployment, with inflation, it is going to happen to you. Someday, somebody is going to run out of money to watch Netflix. Okay, and some days, somebody is going to run out of money for food, and it is going to come to you eventually, the way the world is going. So prepare. Okay, do not be proud of peace. If you're an elephant, you can be proud of peace. Do not be proud of peace if you're a mouse. All right, that is my rant for the day. I'm going to start taking questions. Wow, lots of questions. Whoa. Okay, do Kashmir files is film to created to sustain Modi's government for another 5 years? Okay, so there are a lot of rumors that this film, it's these are about events that happened 30 years ago, and the film has come now. It's not, they are like the Jews, they keep telling people that this happened to us. The Pandits did not. Okay, they did not do it as strongly as the Jews did, and therefore a lot of people do not believe their version of events. Now, whatever happened, and it doesn't matter to me whether the events happened or not. Okay, the fact is that at some level there was some violence which no one looked at, right? And they expected, their weakness was that they expected it to happen. So a lot of people are saying that this Hindu government is trying to stoke a fire against. It's possible. I don't mind if that is happening. But the point is that we must be aware of these events, and more importantly, we must be aware of ourselves. We must learn that peace is not something to be proud of. Okay, when you're ready for war, is peace something to be proud of. Why Muslim torture is not there? I don't know. Did it really happen? I have not heard of this. Okay, and frankly, let's be honest. The Muslim culture is ready for war. Okay, they are ready. Anything happens, they get into violence. And maybe it's wrong, maybe it's bad. It does not matter. But the point is that they fight back. At least they fight back. Okay. I'm living with five family members in my family, and when majority attacks on my house, how can I defend as a minority? Oh, how can you defend? Have you seen Home Alone? Okay, now let's look at it this way, right? If you have a house, right, you can create traps, you can create hiding places. Okay, you can create weapons, ensure that they are delayed until you can escape or get help. There are so many methods. Okay, you just have to look at things the way they are, and decide how to get out of there. You can make escape hatches. There are so many things to do. So if you really want to survive, okay, and you assume that a majority is going to attack you, then just learn to do it. Don't make excuses. Oh, how can I do it? Then you just stand over there. Okay, if they're taking you down, take down 10 of them. When I was watching the movie, I was always thinking about you, and you are right. Why are people so attached to their residential area? I agree. I agree. I was thinking that too. I was just looking at the movie, and I'm like, but chill, na. Like adapt. Learn to adapt. Why are you so obsessed with the smell of Kashmir and the this of Kashmir? And these are all attachments. But yes, what happened to them is horrific. But in itself, if you look at the attachment to homeland, even with the Jews, they're obsessively attached to the homeland. Okay, either you improve yourself, okay, or you get ready for war, or you become detached. These are your three options. There is no. So I would be detached. Like if someone really didn't want me in their country, I'd either change my religion or I'd just leave. I'd watch the regular events, sell my house, get out. Okay, I would not take all that stress. I don't support any religion. Do you think these people, after watching movie, will rebel in our society on the basis of religion? It is possible. It is possible. It is quite an inflammatory movie. It is possible that it could induce violence. Let us see. I think the only solution to prevent what happened in Kashmir Valley in future is to do vasectomy for all people. But the government will never go for it because they need votes. Yes, that is true. What can save humanity at this point? Reading Sapiens and mind blown. Your mind is blown. See, what can save humanity at this point is really only one thing, and that is awareness in a way. Okay, but I can think of a better thing where everyone becomes ready to defend themselves. Okay, everyone develops their own brain. No one is enslaved by the other. Okay, because all this nonsense is only happening because we are somewhat scared of death. Right. The moment we look at death in the starkest way possible, all your fears, all this nonsense will go. You will not run for the biggest house, the biggest car. All this will become nonsense. You are dying. How does this all matter? Okay, so, and if at all you will use your money to enjoy yourself more than buy things, okay, so that is one way to take it. So, how do we save ourselves? It's too late. It is too late. I guarantee you. But you can try. You can definitely try. And if nothing happens, at least you be aware of yourself. Okay, any other questions? Whew. So that is about it. I hope you all got the point. I know this can be inflammatory, but I'd like to see what people, how you people react to it, how generally people react to it. What else? Only thing that shocked, that last scene when they tore that lady's clothes. Ay 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 ay. Beside was pregnant. Okay, don't please do not put all those comments on here. Thoughts on Save Soil movement? Oh yeah, I think Save Soil movement is a very smart. It is a this by Sadhguru, and he recently came on the Trevor Noah show saying save soil, save our soil. See, it is a good idea. Technically, it is a very good idea. Okay, but what is I feel with in his case, it is a PR exercise. It very clearly is, because the amount that he is promoting it is very clearly is. So he even planted trees, he even said save the rivers, etc., etc. And he is implementing change at some level. I don't know which level. Okay, but overall, I think it is just a movement for PR. So let us see how that works. It's only a question of time before it works. So yes, Anil, the last scene was terrible of Kashmir Files, and it is. I think it's a well-made movie overall, and I recommend that you watch it anywhere in the world, anywhere if you are watching this from anywhere. Watch the movie and see what makes sense to you. Like what emotions it evokes, etc. And more than anything, when you're watching the movie, try and understand yourself. Okay, like what do you see in this? What would you do in this situation? I think if this movie becomes a worldwide phenomenon, a lot of people will start thinking like that. It could go the negative way also, and it will definitely go the negative way. And I think it was intended to go the negative way, but try not to do that. Like, try and keep a positive spin on it. Okay, shall I end this? I think I'm done for this. I'll take one more question if at all we have a question. All right. Thank you so much for showing up today. The next live will be on Wednesday, and yeah, that's it. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for showing up, and thank you for asking, and whatever, like, share, subscribe, etc. Once again, parents forcing for education but not interested in the rat race. You are not interested, so then don't be interested. Fight them. That's what I'm saying. Again, when you're defending yourself, okay, fight against them, because otherwise they will take advantage of you. Anyone will take advantage of you. Nature is out to take advantage of you. Do you get bored anytime? Yes, very rarely, but I do get bored. I've learned to overcome boredom. I've learned to look at boredom in the face, and believe me, it will disappear. It takes a little time, it takes a little practice, but it's this. How to blackmail your parents. Why don't you go on my Telegram, and I will tell you, I'll send you a list on how to blackmail, because I made a standard list. A lot of people message me on Telegram, by the way. So you can message me on Telegram. It is on my link tree. I'll put my Linktree link down, and message me on Telegram. We'll talk about it. I'll send you points, etc., etc. Blackmail is a long. I can make an entire video on blackmail, but I don't know if the channel will be banned. So, okay. So yeah, that's it. All right. Let's see what questions are there. What is your definition of chilling all the time? Doing nothing, enjoying yourself, watching series. That's just basically chill. Walk around, look at life. Go to old monuments, chill, smoke up, whatever. How to take advantage and force them to spend money on me. I'll have to give you a list for that. I'll make a video on that. I'll make a video on parents blackmail. Also, go see my video called War on Parents. Okay, if you have not seen it already, that is 101. Then because I cannot say everything here, right? So just go see that video. It's a 8-minute video. You need take down points, understand how to take down your parents, and yeah, that is all. Okay, all right. Now, shall we end it? I think you're talking about Telegram. Yes, I was talking about Telegram. All right. So, there's this saying. I just saw it in my notes. Thoughts. Offense is the best defense. People say offense is the best defense, and I agree with that. Okay, you should doesn't mean you offend. It means that you are ready to offend. Okay, why people get scared of me verbally and physically, because they know that I am ready to offend. I'm confident. So confidence is the best defense and offense and everything. Okay, and your confidence should be such that you're ready for war. So all I want you to take from this video really is that you have to build yourself to that level of confidence. Have the knife in your hand, make sure it is sharp. Okay, because if you don't make sure, you'd rather just have the knife than not have a knife. Okay, just like you'd rather have a condom than not have a condom. It's just that. It's all these things are basics. So make yourself the knife, because a real knife will get caught somewhere. Okay, all right. So let us go, and thank you so much. Goodbye. See you next week on Wednesday, I hope.